Welcome back to BPR and GBH and NEPM. Marjorie Egan and Jim Browdy live at the library, streaming youtube.com/GBH News. The mayor's with us here for an hour on the 28th of April, and we expect to have dates for the Attorney General and Governor in April in a couple of days. Time for another edition of Live Music Friday. Here with us and ready to perform ahead of a show at Charles Hotel's Regatta Bar on April 12th, three-time U.S. Poet Laureate Robert Pinsky. He's joined by multi-instrumentalist, composer Hankus Netsky, but much more importantly, a fellow graduate of Central High School in Philadelphia. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you. And vocalist, saxophonist, and flutist who didn't go to Central High School, Berkeley's Stan Strickland. Stan, it's great to see you, too. You can get tickets at regattabarjazz.com. In a moment, we'll speak with Robert, but first, the selection from one of his works, Misrule Music. Welcome to all three of you.
Misrule music. Misrule. When charismatic indecency carries the day. This time, charismatic indecency wins the election. There's not much comfort in that ancient cult of misrule that says, well, charismatic indecency carries the day, but the dance of misrule prances a little while and it's one frantic fall. Then the music stops, the flags come down, ordinary corruption comes back, refreshed by laughter. Hitler has only got one ball, and so forth. Ha ha, ha ha ha. Tell that to the victims. Millions at the time, millions more today, and everybody ever since, forever a victim of charismatic indecency. Charismatic indecency, long ago bumper sticker, that bumper sticker, my naive heart in the right place, saying, resist authority. The charismatic indecency that carries the day this time, this year, is not the antic indecency of Harpo Marx, snipping the necktie of a Pharisee. It's not the indecency that snips the necktie of the Pharisee who invited Jesus to dinner and Jesus preferred. Jesus favored the sinner who washed his feet with expensive perfume, and Simon the Pharisee wondered, was that decent? Excuse that prig. Bless Harpo. Bless the sinner. God knows what's in our nature. She used her hair. Harpo squeezed a horn and chased a squealing woman across the movie set, and we laughed. Ha ha ha. Ha. At the feast of Saturn, the horse used to ride the master's back. Bless those anonymous, indecent carnival lyrics to the Colonel Bogey LaMarche, and all the better that there never was any Colonel Bogey. Himmler had something similar. Prisoners of War. Whistle the tune in Bridge on the River Kwai. And poor old Goebbels had no balls at all. But no. This time, the very opposites themselves reverse that cult of misrule right down to the altar. Ha ha. olden days, the European tribes would crown for one day King Fool or King Goat or King Chicken to give the finger to whatever horn or strutting god. Sometimes those blonde brutes even ate the chicken. This time, even the parody of order is all balled up. And if it has all happened before, that charismatic indecency, all the less reason, or is it all the more reason to wonder or to shrug at whatever charisma of darker or dumber or worse indecency carries the day?
Robert Pinsky, Hankus Netsky, and Stan Strickland. Robert is going to join us in a couple of seconds. Again, April 12th, the Charles Hotel Regatta Bar. You can get tickets at regattabarjazz.com. Hello, Robert Pinsky. That was great. That was really something.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Charismatic indecency, one of the great lines. What were you talking about there, Robert Pinsky?
I was quoting Ellen Pinsky on the morning of after the election in 2016. And Ellen Pinsky, who sometimes says good things, said, well, charismatic indecency won. 3 words. A lot of people have said the same thing in effect and wondered about it. I give her credit for saying it the first moment, the first day. We had one grandchild who was crying and said to me, Grandpa, what you said wasn't true. I was wrong, Simon. And his grandma said, charismatic indecency won.
Boy, does that capture the
Well,
moment,
I want to say your musicians captured Hankus Netsky and Stan Strickland. Their accompaniment carried that whole feeling on the piano and the clarinet riff.
Yeah. When did you start doing that? When did you
captured
start combining poetry with jazz?
It goes back quite a while. One of the first musicians I worked with was Bob Moses. Since done it with Vijay Iyer. I've also done shows since then with rock musicians. I worked with Josh Ritter. I learned something. I'll echo Jill Abramson talking about painting. I think I learned something about writing by trying to hear the melodies of the music and the contrasting and coordinating melodies of the sentences. So it's meant a lot to me. I guess it must be about 20 years or more that I've been doing it. It always refreshes me. I always like it. It's different every time. And I like being surprised by what Stan does, what the other musicians do. We'll have Catherine Bent on cello on the 12th, and Catherine too, and John Lockwood. They surprise me. And I try to listen real hard, and if I can, maybe even surprise them back.
Well, it's also, I think, the rhythm of music. Obviously, poetry is so rhythmical, right? I mean, they're part and parcel in a way, the same thing.
Everybody starts with rhythm. It was Stan Strickland, who we just heard, who first pointed out to me that of the 3 components of all music, rhythm, melody, and harmony, everybody thinks of rhythm as first. Stan said to me, I don't think so. He said, I think melody came first.
Oh.
He said, my dog sings when he's hungry,
Really?
when he's angry, when he's happy. He can't keep time.
Well, that's
And
a very
it's true
good
of-
point, Stan. I hadn't thought of that.
It's true of a baby.
Yeah.
A baby can sing happiness, unhappiness, hunger, whatever. Can't keep time either. It takes a while to keep time. So, yeah, melody and rhythm. And it's harmony, too. it's harmony in time.
So you're well known for trying to get more people involved in poetry and reading poetry, and there's so many things you've done. The Favor the Poem Project, an invitation to poetry, I think that was 2006. If people are listening now and they're intimidated, or they love listening to you now, but they don't know where to go, tell people where they can go if they wanna enjoy more poetry or get familiar with more poetry.
The word "go" these days has to do with keyboards, doesn't it?
Yes.
Go, end quote, to favoritepoem.org.
Okay.
One word. And at favoritepoem.org, I promise you won't hear me yakking about poetry. You won't see a literary critic. You won't see poets reading their poem and talking about how sensitive they are.
You'll
see a construction worker read Walt Whitman. You'll see a Cambodian-American high school kid read Langston Hughes. You'll see a glassblower read Frank O'Hara.
Oh, great.
People. And that, we've found the mythological creature that doesn't exist, Americans who love poetry. We found a lot of them. I know you're one of them.
Well, I was thinking...
Look, I've heard you talking to Richard Blanco. I know.
Oh, gosh. Richard Blanco introduced me to so many great poets. Well, that's what you always think. You think, every time I read a great poem, I think, why aren't I reading more poetry? And then I end up reading the news and I get depressed.
I think that, well, I was thinking as I came up here, work with the musicians, about Emily Dickinson and the Civil War, which she lived through. And one of her favorite poems of mine is that one about the crickets or cicadas in the weeds. And she says, no ordnance is seen. No ordnance is seen. A pensive custom it becomes.
Oh, wow.
Enlarging loneliness. A pensive custom it becomes. Enlarging loneliness. I'll see if I can do, I think I can do another 4 lines. Antiquest felt at noon, when August burning low. Something enlarging. Arise this spectral canticle. Arise this spectral canticle, enlarging loneliness. And that's not, you don't have to go to school to know.
Don't.
That's like tasting something great or hearing really beautiful music. It's just, it's in us. The same way we respond to any other pleasure. An example I always use is, if you recite Yeats or Blake or Dickinson to an infant, the kid will curl up against you and be pleased, just like when you sing to them.
Really?
Same thing. Maybe even more, because people that age are very interested in language. They're trying really hard to learn it.
So Robert Pinsky,
I should try that.
We're going to go from
with
Emily
my little
Dickinson
babies in my life.
I recommend it.
Thank you.
You're going to tell us in a minute what you and your colleagues are going to perform in a second. But when Marjorie, you and I were talking this morning, I bumped into you in the street the other day, and I said you look fabulous. You got here this morning. Marjorie says you look fabulous. This is our sort of superficial
That's
side.
right. I am superficial.
And then you did one of the finest imitations of Billy Crystal that I've ever heard. And for people who think you're like a 2-note guy, a jazz guy and a poet, can you do a little Billy Crystal for us?
Say it again.
Can you do Billy Crystal for us, talking about?
I think Billy Crystal is fantastic.
Well, do the thing you did for us before. It was excellent.
Oh, yes. I felt I was related to his character, Fernando, who says, remember, it's more important, it's better to look good than to feel good.
Exactly. Thank you. That was excellent. What are you and 3 going to
3 words
perform?
for you, Jim. 3 words for you. Don't encourage me.
I think I will, actually. What are you 3 performing?
We're going to perform another poem. It's my version of a poem by my friend and teacher, Czesław Miłosz, the great Polish poet.
You were at Berkeley with him, is that?
Yes, we were colleagues at Berkeley.
And this is called Incantation.
Yes.
Excellent. We'll tell people where to come see you in a second.
Yeah, we got to say goodbye to the people listening to us at any PM. You can tune into the Fabulous 413 starting at 3 o'clock this afternoon. But goodbye to those folks up there. But we are going to be hearing more from Robert Pinsky, Stan Strickland, and Hankus Netsky right now.
Incantation.
Incantation. human reason, and reason is a sense. The way your eyes see, your nose smells, reason sees ideas. Human reason is beautiful and invincible. Human reason is beautiful and invincible. Human reason is beautiful and invincible. No bars, no barbed wire, no sentence of banishment, no pulping of books can prevail against human reason. It establishes the universal ideas in language and guides our hands so we write truth and justice with capital letters, lie and oppression with small. Human reason is beautiful and invincible. Human reason is beautiful and invincible. It is an enemy of despair and a friend of hope. It does not know Jew from Greek or slave from master, giving us the estate of the world to manage. It does not know Jew from Greek or slave from master, giving us the estate of the world to manage. It saves austere and transparent phrases from the filthy discord of tortured words. It says everything is new under the sun. It is an enemy of despair. It opens the congealed fist of the past. Beautiful and very young are philosophia, meaning science, and poetry, science's ally in the service of the good. Beautiful and very young are science and poetry, her ally in the service of the good. As late as yesterday, nature celebrated their birth. As late as yesterday, nature celebrated the birth of science and poetry, her ally in the service of the good. The news was brought to the mountains of their birth. It was brought to the mountains by a unicorn and an echo. Beautiful and very young. Beautiful and very young. Our science and poetry, her ally in the service of the good. The news was brought to the mountains by a unicorn and an echo. Their friendship will be glorious. Their friendship will be glorious. Their time has no limit. Their enemies have delivered themselves to destruction because beautiful and very young are poetry and science, her ally in the service of the good. Their enemies have delivered themselves to destruction.
That was
We have
fabulous.
been
You
speaking
three.
and hearing from three-time United States Poet Laureate Robert Pinsky, accompanied by saxophonist Stan Strickland and composer Hankus Netsky. Wonderful, wonderful. They have a show at the Charles Hotel Regatta Bar on April 12th. Tickets at regattabarjazz.com. That's regattabarjazz.com on April 12th. Thank you so much for coming in. Coming up, Media Maven Sue O'Connell is going to be with us. We're going to talk to him about a lot of things. Bondi, Gnome. What else are we going to talk about? The JFK film that is sweeping the nation, and Tiger Woods. Sue O'Connell next. You're listening to 89.7 GBH.